Okay, impulse and also impulsive force are together one. Huh? Okay, now we're going to see one of the short video. So you can see the long jump. Okay, normally the athlete, how they go to landing. This one we're talking about impulsive force. Okay, when they just long jump. Okay, now you're going to see the landing. When they just land, you see the leg. They are bending the leg. Okay, they are bend the leg before they go down. Okay, so this one is one of the questions you ask, why they automatic will bend the leg. Okay, so this one we're going to see related with the today topics. There's an impulsive force. Okay, now we're going to see this one, long jump. They were bending his leg. They never straight forward. The leg is straight, then they go down. No. Okay. So from here, this one action, they're bending his leg because they want to reduce the impulsive force acting to his body. Why they can reduce impulsive force? Okay, because when they're just bending, okay, where's my pen? Okay, when they're just bending the leg, okay, the bending means they take some time already. Okay, they take some time, more time to landing. Okay, when more time to landing, remember just now we said time taken, when they're longer, the force can be less. Force and time is inversely proportional. Just you go to try, you take your hand, you go to hit the table. If you hit slowly, so your hand is never pain one. If you hit faster, so you find they got force acting to your hand, then you feel pain a bit. So that one we call impulsive force. Okay, so the time taken and the force is one of the relationship that's inversely proportional. Okay, so first one we go to introduce what is an impulse. Okay, impulse they're related with the momentum. Okay, remember the momentum we learned before, P equal mv. This one is a momentum. But impulse, they're talking about change momentum. Change momentum means final minus inertia. You just add final minus inertia, so that one we call impulse. Okay, impulse, we don't have any symbol. We only write the word impulse. So this one should be the mass, mass of the object. Then this one should be the final velocity minus the initial velocity. Okay, sometimes the situation we need to get negative impulse. Why? Because slow down. Okay, the V slow down, 0. Finally, you stop. Is it when starting you move 20? So final answer sure got negative. Okay, so this one negative not because of opposite direction. This one is because there's a slow down the situation. Okay, so from here we go and see the impulse characteristic. First one, the impulse, we need to know the unit. Okay, the unit same like the momentum. Okay, mass multiply velocity. Or you can say Newton second. Okay, Newton second. Later we'll go to prove why Newton second also can use. Okay, impulse is a vector quantities. They got direction. Okay, Newton second law. Just now you learn Newton second law. Okay, F equal ma. So remember, this one is a A. V minus T over, V minus U over T, there's a A, is it? So this one, MA. So we can say, when the T just go here, T go here. So you get it is a FT M bracket V minus U. This one is what? This one is just now what we learned, impulse. Is it? So impulse also can equal to FT. Impulse also can equal to the mv minus u. Ft also can. So from here, that's why if I say Ft, they can use the unit Newton second. So impulse, we got this formula also can, this formula also can. Depend the situation, they give you what info lah. Okay, so this one we call changes momentum. Or you can say impulse. Okay, so impulse are related to the velocity. Okay, impulse related to the mass and also velocity, the same like the momentum. Okay, if you're talking Ft, that means they're related with the time taken and also the impulsive force. So this all thing is together. When you just mention the time, you must mention the impulsive force. When I mention the impulse, you must relate it with the velocity. Okay, so this all thing is a relationship one. So this is one of the diagram lah. How the athlete they go to long jump. So you can see the technique. When they just come this pose before landing, they must bend the leg. So they also can this one straightforward to this one also can what, but you will injure more because you straightforward make your leg is longer, straight go down, then the time taken becomes short, so the impulsive force become high. So that means the extra one of the step here, they go to bend the knee first, then they go to landing. So that means the technique that takes some time before the landing. Okay, so from here, impulse definitions. So impulse definition, they also same like the changes momentum just now, is it? They also can be make another definitions. There's a product between the impulsive force and also the time. Means Ft. So impulse, we got two definitions. Just now you can say change of momentum. Another one, you just explain about the formula. Product between the impulsive force and also the time impact. So that one is an impulse. Okay, so this one is another formula for the impulse. Okay, so from here we're going to see impulse. Wait, why this one got answer already? Yeah. Okay, we're going to see here. Okay, example question number 1. An object is moving with 30 Newton. Okay, 30 Newton. Okay, I think this one inside your exercise ready. Example 1. Okay, they hit the wall. Stop 0.5 seconds. So calculate the impulse. Okay, calculate the impulse means calculate the this one. We take the formula. There's a mass. Okay, so from here you will ask, suppose it's V minus U, is it? So stop is 0, then the U is 30. So from the impulse normally, if you put negative, that means you need to explain the situation is a deceleration. That one is correct answer. Okay, but normally objective question, they never show you the negative for impulse. So we just ignore the stop. We just take one velocity, that's a 30. Because this one situation is slow down, not because changes direction. When it changes direction, yes, you need to mention the negative. Okay, so you want to mention also can. You get negative, then you explain because the situation is a deceleration. Okay, if not, you can straightforward, don't put 0. Straightforward, you put there's a, sorry, I think this one is a time, is it? Okay, wait, get a little bit problem. Okay, stop in the time, calculate the impulse. Yeah, correct. This one is a Ft. Okay, they never involve to the V. Okay, we go to next question they will show you. These are only Ft. They never give you the V and also the U. So it's okay. Later we see the second question. This one we can straightforward using Ft. Yeah? So force multiply the time. So I get 15 kg ms negative 1. So if they ask change momentum, actually it's the same thing. Change momentum in the and also the impulse is the same meaning. So I also get the same answer. Okay, this one question still not related with velocity. They only give you the time and also the force. Okay, so the next one. Okay, I do know I got hide the answer or not. So we're going to check. Okay, I got hide. So we go to number 2. Object moving with the force 30 Newton. And hit the wall. This one got already. Okay, hit the wall. Okay, after that, hit the wall, a stop in 0.5 seconds. Hit the wall, but the question never punch back. They say hit the wall and stop. Okay, so we also know final velocity is a 0 lah. Okay, the velocity as it hit the wall is a 3. So this one is an inertia. Okay, now they want to calculate change in momentum. Means they want to calculate impulse. Okay, so we write in 4. Okay, this one in 4. Force applying 30 Newton. Time taken to stop 0.5. Initial 3 ms -1. Final stop. So they ask velocity. They ask about impulse. So from here we just show Ft m bracket v minus u, or you say impulse that also can. Impulse, okay, equal m bracket v minus u. So from here there's a stop, so I just take one of the velocity enough. I don't need to put the negative. So my final answer is no negative one. So I can straightforward to show there's a 15 kilogram per meter. Okay, same like just now the question. But number 2, they want to find the mass of the object. Okay, the mass of the object. What is the mass of the object? So the mass got provided or not? Okay, the mass. Okay, 30 I get from here 30 Newton. Then multiply the time. So the problem V minus U I still not yet using. M I also do know. So I only using the FT. So I get the answer. So the answer also same, 15. Sure it's a 15. Then equal bracket V minus U. So from here, 15 I get from here. Then M, okay, you can see the 3. I only take 1. I never take 0 minus 3. If 0 minus 3 later, you get the answer mass is a negative. How you go to explain the mass is a negative? Okay, so from here, we just ignore the 0. Why? Because this one situation is slow down, not opposite direction. If opposite direction, you cannot ignore. Okay, later we got one question got opposite direction. So later I teach you why we can change positive. Don't make it negative. Okay, so from here I get it. The mass is a 5 kg. Okay, from the impulse, find the mass. 5 kg. Number 3, a tennis ball and also the mat with the same mass. Okay, both also 0.06 kg. Okay, they are thrown onto the wall of the speed 9. Okay, go 9. Okay, mud stick on the wall. Okay, that means the mud only go one way lah. Okay, the ball got repulsed back 6. Okay, then after that calculate the impulse of the mud and also the ball. Okay, we calculate the mud quite easy bit because they never change the direction. So we get the info first. Okay, so the impulse for the mud first. We just apply the formula lah. Okay, impulse is equal to the mass multiplied velocity, is it? mv minus u. Okay, so we just ignore the mud until the wall that we stop. We straightforward to take one velocity. That's a 9. So I get it. The impulse of the mud is 0.54 kg ms -1. Okay, how about the ball? Okay, the ball you got punch back. When you got punch back, that means you need to put negative. Okay, now the problem is I don't want negative. I don't want the final answer got negative. It got negative, that means I need to extra one sentence. Finally, the ball is moved in opposite direction. Is it? So if I don't want got negative, can. Okay, U sure is a 9. We cannot change already. Initial sure is a 9. Final sure is a 6 one. You cannot say terbalik one, cannot. Okay, but I can assume direction different. Okay, because your formula, remember the formula is a V minus U. This one is a formula. So I want to take U should be negative direction. So if I take U is a negative, so later you can see V minus and minus. So this one become plus. Okay, so remember, we take the initial velocity as a negative direction. So that means I take this one, negative. Okay, so I take right hand side is a positive. So I can apply the formula already. Impulse of the ball, mass is the same, 0.06. 6 is the final velocity, positive direction. Minus, must minus because this one is a formula. Okay, you cannot change the formula. V minus U. This one is a formula. But your U is a negative 9 because they move in opposite direction. So I put negative 9. So the negative multiply the negative, they become positive. So they become 15. So my final answer, impulse, also is a positive. 0.9 kgms, negative 1. You also can get negative. You put negative here, the terbalik, negative 6 minus positive 9, you also get 0.9, but got negative in front only. Then you need to explain, oh, finally the ball moved in opposite direction. You just add one more sentence lah, if you get negative. Okay, so this one is how we go to change the final answer. Don't want got negative. We just take left and right, you change the direction only. We always take the final is a positive direction. You always take the V is a positive direction. The inertia is a negative direction. So the final answer is a positive. Yes?
Is it 9?
Yeah, correct. Impulse is a 9. Okay. So we go and see the first one. A first, the impulse. Okay, impulse formula, because the question never provide the F, so we cannot using FT. So we're using the M bracket V minus U. Okay, so from here, I told you already, better using the final is a positive direction. So we take this one positive direction, this is a negative direction. So from here, they become 20 minus minus become plus. So 0.36 multiply 25. So the final answer is a 9 kgms negative 1. Okay, sometimes you can write the impulse as a Newton second. Also can the unit. Okay, Newton second, or you write kgms negative 1. Okay, number 2. Tongzhen, what you think about your answer for number 2? B.
0.03 second.
Okay, 0.03 second. Okay, B, they got give you extra 300 Newton. Okay, they give you the force already. So I can see the B, question B. Okay, this one's just now impulse provided. Then 300 Newton is extra information. So from here, they want to find the time taken. How long? So we need to relate it to the FT lah, because they ask about the time taken. So impulse, I get it. So I can write the information is an impulse equal FT. Okay, so from here, I just write impulse equal FT. Then 9 impulse. Then the F is a 300. Then we find the T is a 0.03 second. Okay, just a simple question. Okay, any question for number 4? Okay, if no problem, impulse, we just finished for the impulse. Then we need to go another one related with the impulse.